So we can hear the water flowing and falling from the top. The dripping and sounding echoes as everyone moves off. And it's just Rocky standing with Belny, who might be slightly annoyed that she just can't go do what she wants, but she is going to entertain Rocky speaking to her. Because Rocky did ask nicely, which is a good thing. So it's eerily quiet. Like the people off the sides, everyone's sort of left the chambers. So we're going to see what Rocky wishes to convey.
Belny, I know you do not like me saying other words about you, only your name. I have watched all day for several days our friends hurt in something I could not heal. It has hurt my heart that I could not help more. I was hoping that you could possibly help change Rocky into a better healer. I want to be able to heal people and heal the land like you. Closer to land, closer to people, able to heal. Is there any way you could do this for me?
You can roll for insight if you want.
13.
So you think of everything that you've went through and the spells that you know, and you've recently learned that you can manipulate life essences and build vessels. You have done it at a lesser scale, helping animals that have been hurt, but I'm talking like birds, mice, very very small things. But they don't always come back as they were. But you've never really practiced it really big. But you do know that there is a ritual that you've been working on.
Okay, so I tell Rocky this, that I have learned something, but I do not know exactly how it will work for you, because I'm only just learning it and just using it on very small animals.
I trust you.
Oh, snap.
Why'd you step on a twig?
Yes, I did. All I can tell you is that if this is really what you want, I can perform this spell, but if it does not turn out how you want it, I am not responsible for that. You have asked.
I understand.
What's your highest stat, Belny? Is it nature? Is it nature, religion, survival?
Survival.
What's one of your top ones?
Survival's +8. Animal handling is +8.
Okay, let's tie your survival and your arcana together.
Survival is 8. Arcana is 1.
Okay,
So +9.
So we're on +9. I want you to roll with a +9. This is basically, it's a ritual insight.
Please don't let me mess this up. What?
He was
No.
taunting me. He said one.
No.
One.
24.
24. All right. So you need very good, clear items. Luckily, that even though you don't like it, the water in the shrine has been purged. Everything's very clear. It's really good water. There's fresh moss. There's lots of natural materials. There's non-toxic mud. There's all sorts of stuff in the cave.
Wood from the grove.
Yeah, like there's all sorts of stuff in there. So to conduct this ritual, it's like doing it in the water of the shrine is the best chance to hope for positive results.
Because of the large reticle of magic that is the water.
Yes. So
Okay.
it's there again, but it's all the materials in there are pure.
Okay.
Because this ritual was not meant for living
Right.
tissue.
Yeah, Lord help us. Okay. Rocky, if you are insistent upon this, we can do it here in the cave with all of the cleansed and blessed items that we have here.
Okay. I'm so happy.
All right. Cleric, other cleric, roll for insight.
Like, can Wolfie sense my
Wolfie went on. I made her go on.
I know, unease.
She doesn't know this spell.
I know, but she knows me.
That's a natural 20.
A natural 20. Do you feel something different? Like just the stirring. It's not bad or good. It just you feel
A disturbance in the force.
you feel all the natural energy sort of
Surge.
From this place.
Flowing quickly.
resonate in a way. It's almost like someone's plucked the string and sort of vibrate through. Again, it's not bad.
It's just very
different.
strong.
It's just different. Because you still get divine power through, but it's not like it's necrotic or evil power. But you feel something. No one else.
Well, the
could
same
feel
that you would have the divinity of the fire, where
Which
other people
one
would
is
just
he?
see fire.
it. The one with
The magic
But
of
it's not
nature
St.
is
Charles,
sacred to
it's-
others.
Right.
And for some reason, that surge was so strong that even though you're not a follower of
I
nature,
still felt it.
you felt it.
The reason why you feel is like Belny is starting the ritual.
Okay.
So do you? Again, it's nothing bad. It's a natural feeling.
Can I sense the direction from where it's?
Oh yeah, it's where it's
flowing to
coming.
the water.
It's coming from where the water was and near where you're at.
I'll go investigate.
Well, you do a 20, so like I said, it's your choice. If you want to go,
These people have intrigued him because of he wants to know more based on what his regent wants to know. So
well, you can roll history if you want me to remind you of anything.
Do
Yes,
I feel him behind me?
I don't think that I should remind you of what you've been asked. So
Do I
it's-
feel him coming behind me?
you're performing a ritual. You're
Concentrating.
you're concentrating on
Put a
this
ring on her. She's concentrating.
Yeah, go ahead and put a concentration ring on. So you know not to go too far because you'll step in the ritual. You're not. So
am I kind of like peering out around the corner, like?
oh, well, there's like a big chamber. You come in, and through this you see Rocky. The first thing you probably notice is you're going to see Rocky before Belny, because Belny is at the edge of the water with her hand in the water.
Okay.
and the water is then split open, cut like a knife, and opened up, and it's wrapped around Rocky.
Okay.
And you can see Rocky, but there's like a wall of water, like it's cut open, like it's a V, and then it's like through,
Okay.
and like it's swirling above him.
Okay.
It's like, and from this you can see green flecks everywhere, like, and there's green flecks coming from her statue, from the moss, up from the water, and down below at Rocky's feet is the symbol that Sonny had left. You know, it is like the bird, it's really the raven crushing the spider through that, and Rocky's standing on it. I don't think Bellamy's paying attention to that because she's earned, but he is standing on that, and that is also glowing. So, but Bellamy is concentrating so much that this ritual is an hour, is it not?
Casting time is an hour.
Yes. So this has been going on for a little bit. So, and she's going. So, but you feel it now that you're closer. Life energy coming through. You're not a life cleric, but you can feel. Probably closest feeling would be radiant. Maybe that's why, like, since you're a forge, you felt it some, because there is some radiant, but there are some other things in there too that you don't recognize. Being the cleric that you are, it's flowing through. So again, but there's moss and rocks, and there's all this natural material that starts as natural material. You see it disappearing slowly, and it turns into these green flakes as it comes to Rocky, and it's swirling around Rocky's body, and it's like little pieces of this green fleck. It's just going all over his body. So, and we're probably about 15 minutes into the ritual or so, and you see there's just a couple pieces left on Rocky, and the only thing left on him right now is his chest, and you can see his symbol that's on his chest, the dedication to Bellamy. And Bellamy's doing everything she can. She is glowing green, literally lighting this place up with this radiant green. It's not a sickly green, it's just like this pure forest green of just glow. There's nothing awful, but her eyes are glowing green, just everything. It's just, like I said, her hand is in the water, but then it's separating, it's going through, and it's swirling around with this big mass of water flowing above. And when the last bits of the green appear through, Rocky glows and then bursts out from the green. He looks like a wooden statue. He's like completely covered in what looks like Groot. For a better term, he looks like Groot. But he's the exact size. It's almost like he's been clad in wood armor from head to toe. So Bellamy's still, she's not really chanting or going through, but at this point, you notice something that's even different. The green flecks from her start growing and looking like feathers. They look like feathers that come from her as she's concentrating going through. You continue to watch. So we're getting close to the 30 minutes but Rocky's wooden body has not moved or done anything at this point. It starts going. Then something very close to you happens that you've felt before. Rocky's body bursts into flame from the heat and just completely burns. And at this point, like, it's on fire, but there's no pain, there's no heat, but it's definitely fire burning it away.
Almost like a radiant fire.
Yes, it's all radiant. Feeling. I would say there might be a slight warmth, but it's not the warmth of fire, but it's the warmth of
love,
something holy. And through again, Bellamy is continuing with it because she can't stop. So again, the bodies burn away, and what's left is a glowing sphere of light. Yet Bellamy cannot stop. It's going. You do have some insight. Go ahead, roll, cleric, for insight.
The
So it's not. So Rocky has become a will-o-wisp. He sits there and he's glowing. Like you've heard legends, you've not experienced these yourself, but you've heard travelers. Sometimes there's souls, detached souls that flow through. So the will-o-wisp is floating above the ashes that were on the ground are now covering the symbol of the raven holding the spider, crushing it. So it's almost smushing it. At this point, the water then swirls and rushes down and encapsulates the will-o-wisp, which is basically it's a captured soul through there, coming through, getting tighter. You can see the water burning, trying to get closer. It's like the will-o-wisp is like the heat and radiant of the soul is burning it away because it's trying to get closer and attach what all these other fragments and other pieces of like dirt and moss and rock and all these materials coming through.
Ash.
The ash through. They're all trying to get to the will-o-wisp, binding it and creating a new entity. It's not getting there. So, Belny, I need a wisdom saving throw from you to see if you can maintain the concentration.
My head hurts.
Wow, you're concentrating. It's going to be tough.
Oh, wrong page. Lord have mercy. Wisdom +4.
Is it just 4? You're saving throw?
Oh, +8. Thank you. I
about
looked
to
at the
say.
regular.
I was like, what?
16 and 8, 24.
24. Still not enough. You cannot combine it like this. It's being stopped. It's through, and you hear a voice in your head. You hear it too, and it goes. So, my little bird, are you having problems? So you cannot move, but in your mind something speaks to you. You can speak back.
Who are you?
So, I am you, apparently. So, since there are those that do believe that you are me,
I don't have the mental energy for riddles.
so it's not a riddle. Here recently, you claimed to be me. I've been waiting for you to accept your heritage.
Horse malarkey.
So it's like no horse, dear. So it's like I fly, I don't trot. So I see that you're having trouble. So you needed a few hundred more followers to be able to complete this to where you're at now. But I admire your spunk. But I believe it's like you need my help.
If I cannot complete this spell the way Rocky wishes on my own, then yes, I guess I need your help.
So what I want you to do is I want you to imagine that you are outside your body, and you are now here, and you can see yourself struggling with your hand in the water, and your spirit in essence is now seeing, and you see the spirit of here, and you're not able to get, you're not able to attach. You're not able to attach the. Don't clear it. You're not able to attach the stuff. There's literally like this great wall. There's this great wall stopping all your stuff, and you're going through, and she's like, what will you do out here? But you see yourself struggling. And matter of fact, you actually can tell that it's burning. It's almost lightly burning you too, like your cloak. It's like it's hurting you because you're determined not to lose Rocky's soul, because you're it's like if this fails, he will remain a will-o-wisp and be gone. So you're not. So you're looking around, and there's a great shadow in front of you, and it's a great shadow. coming. And it comes down from the rooftops, coming down and starts taking form. And up from that form, water starts raising up in two great hands. And pops and appears, and the water comes and forms, and there's a great being in front of you. So it's a fair lady with fair skin with this dark cloak draping over her face, and she glitters and shines as water from the ground comes up to her hands. And you notice that her cloak, and it opens up with great wings, but her wings aren't wings. They're hundreds of ravens standing that make up the wings. And she says, I have been waiting for you for many, many years. Thanks to you, I've been able to come to this world. So the idea of the Raven Queen, only very few had in this world. Very, very few. They just, simple minds looked up and looked at the black raven and their curiosity flying through the night of these shadows, but they didn't quite understand the power that I have and that you have. So you, my little forest child, my little forest bird hatchling, is the key to this realm and this realm's memories. And I'm honored that you've been able to bring me here. So through you, I get stronger because of the praise that you have garnered. By you finally accepting and saying just one time that you were the Raven Queen. It's like your power that you have granted was able to flow through me, your greater deity. You now are officially my sub-deity.
Avatar.
So
I did not say those words. I did not say I am. I was very careful.
Yeah, you didn't deny. So, take note. But she goes, but I can't have your growth being stifled by this failure of just trying to try so hard. She comes and time is stood still as your spiritual form, and she's there. And she reaches over, and she, with her hand, there is a skull of a raven, a very large raven, and she scoops up the will-o'-wisp soul of Rocky. And she goes, I've had many interesting conversations with some of those that have left this plane before. And what you're trying to do is just not possible. But with my help, and the help of former those of here, I can enable what you're trying to do. So she then takes her hand up, and all the ashes of Rocky comes up to the hand, but then she also takes a couple fingers and points, and the great raven holding the spider then comes off the ground and also spreads its wings and flies and wraps around the ashes of Rocky, intertwining and going through. This is when you feel, our cleric feels something. You feel, even though it's not your domain, you feel a strong life cleric presence that's merging into something else, form of warmth and community. What is how I feel? It's like it went from like life, and life forms community bonds as it's glowing. Bellany is still not moving, but the light is changing. It's almost like a baby blue light that goes. The green changes to like a baby blue, swirling around the will-o'-wisp of Rocky. Roll a perception. I want to see if you can see the Raven Queen.
15.
you see not a shadow, but like a haze of a great being that with wings. You can't see what it is, but it's
Inside that ritual.
yeah. Inside is
The
like this,
outline of-
an outside of a wing.
In your mind, it's like, why would they need to summon anything?
Or you might think it could be a celestial or some angelic being, because again,
Celestial.
it's not dark through this ritual.
Oh my head.
So again, so Bounty's through there, and the Raven, the Raven Queen, then holds the
You know
spirit,
she's never gonna trust me again, right?
the spirit of Rocky, and pokes at it. She goes, "So little one, you pledged yourself to me before you ever did to her without knowing."
Yes.
No, you can't talk. You got no.
Oh.
No, you can't talk. So it says, I am forming a pact with you to continue what you promised before I was here. I'm holding it to you.
Do I hear this?
Yes, like you're seeing it there and hold it. So then she covers her hands and great feathers flow out. So and through this like there are now sort of feathers wrapping around the spirit. You can see, it's like our cleric can see the feathers, but they're like glowing feathers. Again, they're like baby blue feathers swirling around it. So and then then the Raven Queen looks over at Bounty. She says, "I'm glad I know your name. Someday, if you ever get strong enough, and I feel a kindred spirit, and I'm curious, I will tell you my real name. But today's not that day. For now, I'm just really curious of what I'll learn." So this is so like she said that what you'll learn, very very interesting. Just your passive perception. Do you want to ask a question? What she meant by that?
Yes, I'll ask
No.
what she meant.
You don't have to roll for it because, like, again, she's going. So she says, since you ask, I deal with memories, and I'm greatly interested in memories. So the only thing that I'm asking, and I'm not asking from you. I'm asking for those who I've made a pact for, is in exchange for allowing you to be what you think and what you want. So I will take half your essence and half your memories. So I'm not destroying them, but they're just mine. So with this, she pulls away half of Rocky, the part that worshipped the actual Raven Queen well before that he ever knew Bellany. Like growing up, she's taking that. She wants, like the Raven Queen, who was not in this realm, wants to know how they worshipped her beforehand. And then the symbol of the raven comes up forward. She reaches in to the raven outline that Sunny had made that's now given life. She pulls through, and the crumpled spider part falls and disintegrates and disappears. And there's now a great light. Like the cleric can see the great light. There's like a hole torn going somewhere with a great bright light coming through. And she's pulled through, and she says, "You also slightly believed. I will take that belief and give it to him." And she shoves it into the will-o-wisp. And let's go. And so the will-o-wisp then
I think I just married something.
glows. She's like, "I am keeping your memories." So she keeps Sunny's memories to her, but she gave some of Sunny's abilities to Rocky. So, and at this, she says, my little wood child, my hatchling, you are now able to complete the ritual." So and the birds from her cloak swirl and surround you. At this point, it's surrounding your body, not your soul. So our cleric now probably wants to take a step back because there's all these blue feathers swirling around Belny, and they come from Belny and mix with the green, the bright green, and float over into the will-o-wisp, and all the mud and all the wood and everything come crashing down, forming like a great husk. At this point, Belny collapses and loses her concentration, and the ritual is done. So Belny then hears one little voice in her head saying, "Welcome to the flock." So my little grove bird. Like, and as the voice fades from your head, it says, "Within the hour, your creation will stand before you."